Hello world, and welcome to the Common Sense Massachusetts talk show here on this Thirsty Thursday, the 24th of January 2019, with yours truly, your host Eric Salas. This is a show where we discuss news from various news sources via the internet and discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left, the right, the left, the up, the down, everybody together as one, as much as we can on about every subject you can think of. Please email me your suggestions or comments to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K, or call in. Let's have a live discussion. Skype, cell phone, landline, satellite link, whatever you want to do, get it to me. Let's talk. Let's do a live discussion on any subject you want to discuss. All right, we're going to start off today with Fox News, and the big headline is Socialism's Sad History. There's a picture of 5 dictators who I will name in a little bit. I just don't know them all offhand, but it says, as Venezuela teeters, here are the 5 bloodiest and costliest failures of a broken political ideology. So there you go. I thought those are all communist type people, but I guess not.
But first, I say
number 1 on there is obviously Hugo Chavez promising universal health care. Number 2 on there is Lenin promising peace, bread, and land. Castro promises freedom of the press. India's first prime minister promises end of poverty. And Mao for China promises open discussion. So if you want to read about that, go to Fox News and you will have the news on socialism. And moving over to CNN, Pelosi gives Trump no easy way out. In delaying his State of the Union address, the president has effectively admitted defeat to an experienced rival. What happened? She called him out, and in its latest skirmish with Pelosi, Trump effectively admitted defeat late Wednesday and conceded that he would not be able to give his State of the Union.
The State of the Union coming to a screeching halt today.
Taken care of. So there you go. You heard it here first. Maybe you didn't, but now you did. Here's an interesting one. CNBC. Now this is, I don't know how to look at this. I'm sure each side is going to look at it totally different. But U.S. to become a net energy exporter in 2020 for the first time in nearly 70 years, the Energy Department says. Because of all our oil productivity and natural gas productivity, we're going to be actually exporting our energy. I don't know. I don't like that. Why would we be giving our shit away, selling our shit? We don't want to sell our shit. We want to keep our stuff, don't we? Don't we want to keep that stuff and keep working on renewable energy and that's our little stockade, that's our little badass stuff. That's what we keep for ourselves. We don't want to sell that stuff, do we? Is that what we want to do? I don't know. I don't agree with that. But anyways, we'll move on. USA Today has a little article there about all these law schools that many of the graduates can't pass the bar even after sometimes 8 or 9 times. So there you go. If you're interested in that, go to that one. Going over to the BBC, Russia attacks bid to usurp Venezuela. Moscow says the move to declare a new head of state backed by the U.S. is a path of bloodshed. What do you think about that? The U.S. getting involved in that? Obviously, there's probably financial reasons there why we're involved with Trump. Who knows? I don't know. It's hard to give an opinion on something you really don't know anything about. We don't know nothing about what's going on in there. We really don't. So, anyways. Going over to we'll let that go. Go over to MSNBC. Here's an interesting one. Billionaire Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, old white guy, doesn't understand why unpaid federal workers need food banks. He does not understand. He cannot comprehend that. You know why? Because he cannot relate to that. Just like Trump can't relate to the blue-collar worker, the people that we're living paycheck to paycheck. There's a shitload of people that live paycheck to paycheck, more than you can imagine. People live paycheck to paycheck. That's the way it is. Nothing bad, nothing wrong. That's just the way the society is, okay? You take out credit lines, blah, blah, blah. You're paying your shit off, but you're going through life. You're living life the best you can. And a lot of it's paycheck to paycheck. So there you go, Mr. Wilbur Ross. That is why not me right now, go to the food banks, okay, federal workers. So there you go. Moving over to ESPN. Nothing really happening. Nadal's going to his 5th Aussie Open final, if you're a big sports fan. Harden scores 61 points for the Rockets. If you want to go check it out on this date, we can do it on this date, January 24th, 2014. Carmelo Anthony drops 62. There you go. Moving over to the M to the Z, Chris Brown files defamation criminal case against rape accuser. I guess they're dropping the charges over there, not enough evidence in Paris, so he's hired a Parisian lawyer, and there you go. So we'll see what happens with that if you're interested. Here you go, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Trump has my ear, but not my respect. Ooh, there you go. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is ready and willing to listen to President Trump's State of the Union, which is not going to happen right now, when it's appropriate, but she says she is not going to shake his hand. So I think that's the issue with why we're where we're at, is that lack of respect for him, because you just catch him in all these lies, and he's just not a true, he's not a leader. I think that's what it just really comes down to. He's not a leader. And I've said that before, and I'll say it again. He may make some good decisions. I'm not going to say he does not make good decisions. I don't know that. His tax laws, blah, blah, blah. I know he's made some shitty decisions, like reopening up coal plants and all this extra production of getting rid of our shit. I don't like that. He's just not a leader. He's not a leader. Not a leader. Travel, leisure news. Are you a Disneyland fan? Disneyland's new Star Wars ride is expected to be nearly 28 minutes long. We still don't know when it's going to open up. It's going to be absolutely amazing. 28 minutes. Can you imagine being on a ride for 28 minutes? That's crazy. It's expected to open sometime in June, but with no actual date. You heard it here first, live on the Common Sense Message and Talk Show. All right, that's going to end it for this Thirsty Thursday. We will go to our little quote of the day. And actually, this is interesting because this was a repost from a pretty hardcore, I would say, just based on her post, hardcore righty, lefty, rightist? What do you call that? Conservative, Republican. And this is interesting because I think this is, everybody thinks the same here. This is something we can all agree on. And she's reposted, so I'm assuming that a lot of other Republicans think the same way. And it says, politicians are too expensive in this country. I am for the reduction of their salary and the removal of their privileges and benefits. Our taxes should no longer serve to make these people millionaires at the expense of the people. If you agree, please share. So there you go. You heard that here first on the Common Sense Message and Talk Show. Please subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense News and Talk Show. We're going to end it on this Thirsty Thursday. Go out, have happy hour with your fellow coworkers, take your family out, enjoy it, and then we'll see you on Friday. Ciao.